A little over 2 years ago, I was in Amman, Jordan, when I received a message from a Hanafi Mufti who is not based in the Arab world that he wanted me to pick up a book. So I went to the local Islamic bookstore, somewhere between Jabal Wibde and Jabal Hussein, though much closer to Jabal Wibde. The bookstore is near a major post office, and nearby is an Orthodox Christian church and a mosque. The book was by an Andalusian scholar and mystic, Ibn Barrajan. It was this massive Arabic commentary on the Quran that I had to pick up from the store. Ibn Barrajan is famous for his divination methods and his prediction that spread across the Islamic world, one of which was the reconquest of Jerusalem from the crusaders by Salahudeen down to the ear, off by a few days. His prediction was based on Surah Rum. Not long after Ibn Barrajan, Sheikh Ibn Arabi also used his methods to make prophecies about the future. A mix of the ilm al-huruf, planetary knowledge, ahkam al-nujum, and divine inspirations in his Futuhat al-Makkiyah, often riddled in code for future generations. Sheikh Ibn Arabi did not see eye to an eye with the divination methods of Ibn Barrajan. But not only were the conclusions one and the same by the two giants on the reconquest of Jerusalem, but both of them were pioneering divination methods, helping push the boundaries of what we know about divination in the Islamic world. Sheikh Ibn Arabi predicted the rise of the Ottomans and has expanded upon eschatological predictions about the Malhamat al-Kubra, or the Great War, the Armageddon, beyond what we know from the well-established Hadith literature. It is known that an Ottoman Sultan later went on to build a shrine in Sheikh Ibn Arabi's honor on Mount Qassion or Jabal Qassion in Damascus, Syria, an event also prophesied and predicted by Sheikh Ibn Arabi. It is interesting how Sheikh Ibn Arabi was attacked and killed by an angry mob who could not comprehend what he had to say on what they worship. But that is a different topic, quite relevant in this age of angry mobs. In 1993, as a child during the month of Ramadan, I visited the shrine of Sheikh Ibn Arabi. Surprisingly, this was when my dad was in his Salafi phase, which is still ongoing, to be honest. Fortunately, he never let his biases about Tasawwuf and the Sufis get in the way of Islamic history, for which I am really grateful. For no matter what one's personal inclination happens to be, it should not get in the way of knowledge. One photo on the screen is a cropped photo of us at a restaurant in Damascus, and the other is me holding a random baby on a Syrian air flight. Clearly, I was being groomed for parenthood at an early age, so now when I hold a baby, my back hurts. The joys of aging. Sheikh Ibn Arabi says, when the scene enters Damascus, then the tomb of Muhyiddin will be discovered. Much of the Islamic contribution to the field of divination remains untranslated into English, surprisingly even unknown to many Muslims. This is the domain of the Ruhaniyat experts, and much disservice has been done to this domain in this day and age by folks who have not studied the field. And to paraphrase what Al-Kindi said to Abu Ma'ashir, one has to study the field before critiquing it. The field of divination has also been ruined in the Islamic world today by those with unstable minds who produce new predictions over the internet, not mindful of the consequences. Heck, you'll even see them critiquing the Quran itself. Mind you, such folks are not using any of Ibn Barrajan's methods, or any established method for that matter, but are driven by strange political leanings to amass followers. On the note of Jerusalem, Ibn Barrajan, he speaks of 3 Muslim victories over Jerusalem. One during the time of the second Caliph, second over the crusaders, and the third will be with the advent of the Mahdi alayhi salam, whom we await. For even today, Jerusalem and our hearts are both occupied. Ibn Barrajan's tafsir of the Quran is available both in print and online in Arabic for those who are inclined to read it. Assalamu alaikum.
If you have been meaning to support this channel on Patreon, I do recommend you head over to patreon.com/VinceMori